Good morning, everyone. This is Todd Brow with Senior Insurance Marketing, and we are excited to have Travis and April here with us with Transformation Marketing, and they are going to show you how to use Facebook for your business. Facebook social media is a huge opportunity there to get leads for your clients, to sell them insurance. That's what Senior Insurance Marketing is about, but also for other products as well too. So without further ado, I'm just going to turn it over to Travis and April, and they're going to go through the slides here and to talk to you more about how you can have a presence on Facebook for your business so you can attract leads. So without further ado, I'm going to have Travis and April take it away.
All right. Thank you very much.
Oops, I think I'm hung up
Oh,
on
you are hung.
this. Well, that's no good.
You know we're live, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Well, I am Travis, and this is April. This is April.
Hi.
And we're with Transformation Marketing. We are started our company about 17 years ago. I helped my wife start, and we did mostly TV, radio, some websites. And about 13 years ago, we started into social and online marketing, and that was back when Facebook was a joke and MySpace was the rage, and we were trolling, chat rooms, trying to figure out what conversations we could interject our clients' websites in. And thank God those days are all behind us.
Yeah.
But so we started working with the senior insurance folks here about a month ago, and last week they asked us if we could come in and just kind of give you guys a good 30,000 foot view of Facebook and how you can apply some good knowledge to it, and what you can do to improve your page. So in this, we are quickly going to cover why you should use Facebook for your business, keys to creating a Facebook page or improving the one that you already have, how to create a plan for Facebook, creating good content, and of course, building an audience. So all the information that's in this presentation, April has made available to you. If you want a copy, you can just reach out to Mike or Todd or Rachel. They'll send it to you. Also, if you have any questions, you can just type them in that messenger box, and we'll try and answer them all at the end. If you're not watching us live, then just reach out to us. We put our information at the end, so you can send us the question or send it to the senior insurance folks, and they'll get it to us, and we'll definitely get it answered. So, all right, well, let's jump into it here. So basically, starting out with what's Facebook, why use it for your business. So the first thing is Facebook, according to a recent research poll, 69% of all adults in the US are using Facebook. And 74% of those users are once a day or more. And so you have a big audience that you can reach out and connect with.
I'm gonna stop you really quick. Todd, the presentation itself is not moving. I don't want people to get lost.
Okay.
Oh, weird. There it is.
All right, perfect.
So, users in the 65 plus age bracket, this is the largest and fastest growing group in all of Facebook, partly because they're the only ones left who haven't adopted it yet, but it is a big market with 46% of them and growing. And the other thing is that 50 to 64 range, you have 68% of those people are on Facebook, and that is going to be current, future prospects. So it's a huge growing group. And we put some info in there on Twitter and Instagram, just kind of showing you over 65, Twitter, Instagram, not a very big following in that 65 plus, but in the younger demos, it's a big following. And so that's something to think about in the future. But
so what do all these numbers tell us? basically, Facebook still has the broadest range of users of all the social media platforms. When you use Facebook, you're able to capture individuals in your target age demographic as well as the lower age ranges as well, which is perfect because you're getting your future clientele and you're getting the children of current and future clientele. And I can tell you that capturing those sadly middle-aged children of up and coming people who might be needing to sign up for Medicare or the Advantage plans or whatever the case may be. I remember walking through that with my dad, and it was horrible. So if I know that there's something out there, I can direct my parents there too. So
Yeah.
When it comes to creating a page for a Facebook page for your business, please, please, please do not use your personal Facebook page if you already have one. If you are using your personal Facebook page, now is a great time to separate the two. If you're using your personal Facebook page for business, excuse me, now is the perfect time to separate the two and to create a business specific page. When people use their personal page for business purposes, it muddies the water between what's personal, what's professional, and it can confuse people. So create a business page. As you're creating it, make sure you're filling out all of the about information. Those are things that as people are searching, even just doing online searches, your Facebook page will pull up if you're what they're looking for. And if they can't find phone numbers or hours of operation or your website, email address, whatever the case may be, that's frustrating too. So make sure you fill out that about information, and then make sure you use a good quality image for your cover photo and your profile picture. When we talk about cover photos and profile pictures, what we're talking about is, for those of you who don't know, the cover photo is the long rectangular photo at the top. That's what's at the top of your Facebook page. And then the profile picture is what's in that circle down at the lower left of each of these cover pages. And that is typically people put their logo in there, but sometimes people put other things in there as well when it's used for company use. Some examples of appropriately designed Facebook cover photos and profile pictures. We have a couple. We have ours up there, Transformation Marketing. We're able to be a little more, I don't know, creative, use a little bit more color. We're an ad agency, so that's what people expect. If you are in the much more professional realm, like Prairie Orthopedic would be on the right-hand side of the screen, then staying just clean, true to your brand, and you know, appropriate for your demographic is where you want to be. So just clean, simple, and on brand. We have a couple others to show you. Again, these are both, obviously one's an accounting firm, the other is a dermatology clinic. Both cover photos, clean, not a lot of stuff going on the cover photo. Good images, it's not fuzzy. Their logo's completely visible in the profile picture. And it's not busy and distracting.
Yeah,
so
this isn't a place that you want to advertise
no
your, you know, what you do and how you can help. Here's a couple of bad examples. So on the left, you have this poor guy, his head's halfway cut off. And then you can see down in their profile picture, it's really small. It's going to be hard for people to see and process it. And with their logo, it's a round logo. It would be a perfect fit to just put their logo in there. So for somebody like this, you got to clean it up. You got to either set it up better because this is a first impression. This is the first thing that people are going to see. And if it's off, they may just move on. The one on the right, I actually looked this up this morning because I'm like, it's electronics. This is actually a Yellow Pages, like phone book.
Okay.
Do they still do phone books?
I get it.
No.
I got a tiny one in the mail the other day. Tiny.
But they're showing electronics, which doesn't really make sense. It's confusing, a bit of a disconnect, very hard to read. And then you can see in the profile picture, there's a lot of words in there. And that's, people aren't going to understand that. They're not going to spend enough time to try and figure out who you are and what you are. So just something clean, something very simple. Couple other examples of what poorly designed Facebook pages look like. Information analytics, lots of information, and then they're trying to make it an ad. You have what they do, you have all these little bullet points, and even their words are kind of cut off by the profile picture. On the other side, you have this urgent auto care. It's a picture of their building, their logo is askew. It just doesn't really represent you well.
Mhm.
And so when you start looking through these, you just, when you look at your page, you want it clean, you want it simple, and make it comforting. And this Wenzel's, this is a rough one because there's so much information in here.
Mhm.
Nobody's going to stop and read all this.
No, especially on a mobile device.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think mobile. That's, no one's even going to see it. It's just going to look like a
It's gonna
blur of
be tiny.
words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, which I should have pointed this out earlier and I didn't. So one of the reasons, aside from just looking as professional as possible to get your full logo in the profile picture, is because that profile image is what is going to show up when you post, when you make posts on Facebook, when you comment on other people's posts. That's what's going to show up. So if it's easily recognizable, then people are going to be able to know at a glance, oh, that was Transformation Marketing that made that post or that commented or whatever the case may be, without even reading. Your logo, your brand is right there. It's just another great place to get it in.
Mhm.
So, and then the Kennel Inn, the cute puppies on the right. It's
Yeah.
cute. It's cut off. It's also a fuzzy image, which leads me to believe it's probably a Google image, which means somebody probably, and I don't know for sure, but somebody probably or potentially did a search online and found this photo and decided, hey, I'll use this for my cover photo. We'll talk more about this later, but that's a very, very bad idea.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Don't do that.
So when it comes to creating a plan, first thing, make sure you set time aside so that you actually have it, written in your calendar, whatever the case may be. Set the time aside that you're going to dedicate to planning and posting, planning your posts, writing your posts, and then getting them scheduled. Utilize a social media calendar. For planning purposes, it's great. It allows you to know what you're going to post about ahead of time. You can do it on an annual basis, so you have a big snapshot view of the whole year. And then you can do it as you get into the more monthly, kind of the nitty gritty stuff, being able to plan day by day also. And then that gives you the opportunity to create your posts and your content based off of those planning calendars, so that you're not left, stuck at the last minute trying to decide what to post, what topics to use, so on and so forth. And then schedule your posts in advance. The Facebook platform for businesses does allow you to schedule posts in advance. It's a great tool. I highly recommend using it. If you have more than one social media platform that you're managing, maybe you have Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, something to that effect, there are third-party platforms out there that you can subscribe to that are more robust, they're more advanced, and they allow you to manage those all at once. So that's another option that's out there. In terms of planning, never mind.
Yeah.
You're going to talk about
I
planning.
am going to talk about that.
We're going to
So-
have Travis now.
Whether you're brand new or if you are, an expert in social media, planning is going to help you so much. It's a great path for following or growing into other areas like blogging, other social media platforms, like April said, if you have Twitter or Instagram. And we're not going to get a ton into that today because we'll get too far off into the weeds. We're just going to focus on Facebook today, but also getting into paid social ads. So when you're planning out that content, it's going to help you do the other social media and how to advertise appropriately as those things are coming up. But planning your social content in advance is also going to help you alleviate stress. Not knowing what to post, you start getting writer's block. I can't tell you how many times I sit there when the deadline hits, right? You're sitting there staring, at the
blinking cursor.
Do they still have those? I don't think they have those.
Oh.
We're getting old. But the big thing is too, when you hit writer's block, then you start getting frustrated. I got other things to do. And then you start just posting links to other people's articles. That's not going to help you. It's really not. So by planning everything out, you're going to have more time for research. You're going to have more time to do some creative posting and planning. And it also allows you to pivot if something, like we plan our social media out a couple of months in advance. But things come up. We didn't plan for COVID. I'm sure you guys didn't either. Nobody saw it coming in December or January. But because we were planning 2 months out, it gave us the opportunity to take that current information, share it with our clients and how it's going to affect them. And then we just took our couple of months and we slowly started pushing it back until it was no longer relevant. I don't know when that's coming, but hopefully soon. But so it still gets you, in a place where it's going to be much easier for you to manage, and you're not going to be under the pressure of trying to come up with something today.
Right. So this is an example. What's on your screen now is an example of our annual planning calendar. It's actually for transformation marketing. This is just a snapshot of May and June, and this is the 30,000 view of what we were planning when we set this out last fall, what May and June were going to look like. So we know what our themes are. We know what our blogs are going to be about. We know what we're going to focus on social media. And then we have important dates that we don't miss too. I highly encourage an annual planning calendar for a couple of reasons. Some of them we've already talked about, but just knowing in advance what you're going to write about, what you're going to post about. And then those important dates, obviously holidays, those are prime time for being able just to put out a post. Mother's Day, Father's Day, holidays, 4th of July, but also important dates for your office and your industry. So for instance, we have a transportation client that we serve, and October 4th, 10/4 is their dispatcher appreciation day. So we want to make sure, since we're handling all of that for them, that we know that we have everything planned out in advance so that it's there and it just goes out and it all works.
Yeah, and you never want to miss it.
Like it should. No, never want to miss
the obvious one.
Right. So, for you guys, whether it's open enrollment dates or whatever the case may be, just have those things noted. Yeah. So they're all in one place. And then on the more granular level is a monthly planning calendar. This we use for all of our clients as well. I would encourage you guys to use it also. This lets you plan out day by day what you're going to put on. If you only have one social platform, Facebook, that's great. If you have more than one, you can plan out what you're going to do for Facebook, Twitter, whatever the case may be. But this will let you get more in depth. So if, for instance, I'm going to flip back to the annual calendar real quick. So in June, we covered a lot of things related to graphic design. So maybe on Mondays in the month of June, I'm going to have some type of graphic design marketing tip that I'm going to put out every Monday. And that's just an example, but this way you know what you have planned out and where it's going to go. Mm-hmm. So, and then
creating content.
Yeah.
So the types of posts that you really want to think about are, educational information, trying to teach people who are following your business something new. Teach them about, products. You can teach them about services. something date-based. This would include, relevant topics like COVID as well as holidays. Something that's really important for you to do, though, is you want to make this personal. Use your office, use your staff, celebrate milestones, birthdays, anniversaries, outreach projects. Back when we were, it was a couple of years ago when we hit our 15th anniversary, we did, it was 15 acts of kindness. And so we went out into the community and we did blood drive, we did a coat drive, we worked with teammates.
Yep.
And so great opportunity, one, to give back, but then two, to really let people connect with you. The one thing with social media is people need a reason, want a reason to connect with you, to follow you, and to do business with you. And so this really gives them that inside look at who you are and what you stand for, and helps them understand why they want to do business with you. So, and when we start getting into those, trying to reach that, under 50, under 40, as those crowds slowly get older, it's very important to them. I think of what was the shoe company that you buy a pair of shoes, they would donate a pair to, people in need. So those are the things that people really want to get behind. And it gives them a reason to, to connect and to follow and to engage with your posts. Most important thing with social media is be social. It is social media. A lot of people, especially back in the 2010, 12, they saw this as media. Everybody went, oh man, look at all these people I can sell my stuff to. It doesn't work that way.
No.
Facebook is kind of, I've always described it as a bunch of people getting together, having a drink, going to dinner, what have you. And it's, here's pictures from my vacation, and here's pictures of my kids, and what did you do this weekend? And they're sharing. And then imagine somebody walking up to that table going, hey, I'm going to change everybody's oil here for $15. Who's in? We're talking. Get out of here. It doesn't make sense. It's awkward. So be social. That's what people are looking for. It's social media. This is their time to just kind of turn the world off and connect with friends. So your goal is to educate and connect. It is not a place for hard sell.
No.
Don't do it. We all had that friend in high school that sold Amway, and we'd all dive under the couch as soon as we saw him pulling into the driveway.
You had high school friends that sold Amway?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Well, one anyway. He didn't do it very long.
Okay, well.
But yeah, you saw him coming. It's like avoid.
Yeah.
And in social media realm, that means unlike, unfollow, leave. These people are always trying to sell me something. So don't hard sell. It's okay to do a soft sell. And April has some examples of that later on, but don't do a lot of it. 1 in 5 is a fair ratio. And then your followers, they want to know about you. It's odd, but it's true. The 65 plus demographic in particular, they remember, in insurance, they remember the insurance guy coming over and talking at the kitchen table.
Yeah.
And so I know we can't do that anymore, but this is their way of, they still want that feeling. They still want to connect with you personally. So tell them about you, who you are, and try and make that personal connection. It's going to help quite a bit.
Agreed. So some bonus tips for creating great content. The posts that tend to get the best engagement are those that aren't just text. Text posts only tend to get lost in people's feeds very easily. So any post that's accompanied by a good quality photo or video, those are the types of things you want to be putting out there. Use a photo or a video that you've taken yourself, so that you know that you're the owner of it, or use photo or video that you've purchased from a stock site. And there are tons of subscription services out there with all different price points and levels. So if you only want 5 images a month or 500 images a month, there's points for pretty much every user. But when you subscribe to a stock service and you get your images that way, you know 100% that you're obtaining that image legally, and you're not going to wind up with any blowback later on.
Yeah.
Which if you accidentally pull, go to Google and do a search and find an image and it winds up belonging to Google or to Getty or to someone else.
You will get a letter from a lawyer, and it's a 5-figure ask.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a couple of clients who we started working with, and then, they go, hey, I got this letter in the mail from a lawyer representing Getty, and find out that a year prior that somebody uploaded an image that they just took off of Google Images, and it was theirs. And I think it was $9,000 or $10,000
Yeah.
they wanted. So just don't do it.
Yeah, no, don't. That's the lesson for this particular slide.
Yep.
Facebook Live videos are another great option. People really connect with Facebook Live videos.
Are we live? Are we Facebook Live, or we're just podcasting?
Okay.
All right.
All right, well, so we're not official.
Missed it.
I know, it's okay. But Facebook Lives are great option. They're authentic, they're real, and your viewers are very forgiving because they know it's live. They know that you're not taking 100 takes under perfect lighting and cutting and cropping everything together to make the perfect video. It's you live talking to them, being real.
Yeah.
And you might make mistakes, you might say something wrong, you might stutter, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You might roll over the backdrop as you
Yeah.
come in.
Yeah, you might.
People are really forgiving of bad lighting. If you make a mistake, they do. They really understand it's not a big deal.
No, not at all. And then in terms of engagement, first and foremost, don't overpost. Your posts need some breathing room to give people the opportunity to see them. Also, it just becomes downright annoying.
Mm-hmm.
People will start unfollowing you because they don't want to see 19 posts a day.
Right.
And not unlike Travis's friend who sold Amway in high school, we all know that person who posts 10 pictures of their breakfast, lunch, dinner, their yoga mat, their snacks, and then their nightlight before they go to bed every single day. And you just scroll right on past because you're like, I don't want to see. I don't care about Susan's quinoa salad. We're done.
I unfriended Susan. I don't want that.
No, Travis doesn't want it at all. So don't overpost. Clutters, annoys, and it actually will lower your overall engagement because it decreases the likelihood that people are going to see your individual posts.
Yeah.
They get buried too quickly in people's feeds if you're just putting them out one after the other.
Yeah. If you do, 2 in a day, the first one that you did is not going to show up in the feed. It's going to be
Yep.
the second one.
Yep.
So that first one might get 1 or 2 engagements until you post the next one, and then it's gone.
Yeah. So we recommend 3 to 4 Facebook posts a week. For most businesses, that's a good, solid amount. That's not too much, but it gets you right in that sweet spot of where your post should be. And then in regards to engagement, if you are posting a link in your Facebook post, if at all possible, send viewers to your website. Don't send them away from it. Don't post random links to, other articles all the time or other people's websites or whatever the case may be. Sometimes it's unavoidable.
Mhm.
Sometimes, you may need to send them to, CMS or something like that for official information. But by and large, get that information on your website and then drive those viewers back to your website where they can find more information and more ways to contact you also.
Yeah.
So here's some examples of some not so great Facebook posts. We took these from a client that we just recently started working with. And all 3 of these posts that you see on your screen right now were all posted in the same day. in the same, I think, 6-hour period. They're not really, they're not related to their brand. I mean, on the left, we've got, let's see, a race car driver, which, I mean, kudos to him. According to the picture, he has no head. So
Ichabod Crane.
I know. Yeah. It looks like it's his official website. Way to go, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like his belt buckle though.
yeah. The middle picture, or the middle post, it's off-brand colors. It's fuzzy. I don't know if those are clouds. If Travis thought maybe they were marshmallows, we're really not sure. But again, now this post does bring them back to their website, but this is the only post that does that. The third post on the right-hand side, it's kind of cheesy.
What a weird message.
Yeah, I know.
Keep your hose in good condition.
Noted.
There you go. If you take anything away from today's conversation,
Keep your hoses in good condition.
there you go.
Yes. But the link in the description takes them to a completely different website. It does not take them to that client's website. So that's a problem. You're driving people away from where you want them to be. You'll notice the little areas that are circled too in terms of people reached. I think we're at what? 18, 42, and 26. When you're stacking your posts that quickly, that's a great example of how they get buried and people don't see them.
Yeah. And one engagement
Yeah.
total.
Yep. So those were, like I said, all of those happened in the same day, and they were in June. Now, we took over posting for this client in July. We slowed their social media way down to 3 to 4 posts a week, what we've recommended for you. Each post that we have here on the screen are ones that we put out from our company that we scheduled on this particular company's behalf. They use images of this client's facility, this client's gear, which in this case is their trucks. The links that we have in the 2 NCAP posts lead back to their website. And then the middle one, which is an employee spotlight. This is kind of the engagement that Travis was talking about earlier, about getting, recognizing people in your office, showing people what's going on there. This is, it's personal. It's celebrating that employee as an individual. And it's just kind of an extra, it's a warm, fuzzy post. Is it selling? No, which is just fine. But it's social.
And these people are probably going to share it
Mm-hmm.
on their Facebook page.
Yep.
And then as soon as they share it on their Facebook page, people are going to click on it back to your Facebook page. And then, that's how you start slowly building that audience
Mm-hmm.
is, doing things that connect with people just like that.
Yep. And then if you'll notice, we have circled on here on these posts as well, the engagement or the people reached, I'm sorry. And I think we're in the 200s and 300s, it looks like.
Yeah.
So when you give those posts that breathing room to actually be seen, you reach a wider audience. And that's what you're going for. And then also the engagements on each of those, way up, be it people liking the post or clicking the link to follow to your website, sharing it, whatever the case may be. These are what the followers of this page want to see. And they're telling us that through their engagements and everything else. So, and then we've got some examples of educational posts versus sales posts. These we just mock these up. These are not off of anybody's Facebook page. But we thought we'd mock a couple up quick, just that are specific more for your industry. So on the left, you've got examples of educational posts and soft sell posts, which are just informational. They're accompanied by friendly photographs, and they're not pushing people to do anything. I think the second one, if you'd like for more information, we're happy to help. And we're leaving it at that at the end. The first one is a bit of educational information. And then if you have a website and you have a blog or other information on your website, you can link back to that so that people can read more if they're interested. The hard sell examples on the right-hand side. What did you
I've seen that couple everywhere. I mean, that's, have you,
The confused couple?
but I've seen them, you know, like
Bowling.
beachwear and bowling, and they've got to be the most famous, you know, couple in stock photography anyway.
But those are what we would consider to be hard sell, and they're, you know, call us now, do this, do that. It has to happen right now, right this instant. Agents are standing by, whatever the case may be.
And in Google's algorithm, they're searching for these call us now, buy 10% off, whatever it is. They are actually searching for these posts to block them.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook makes money one way, and that's selling ads. And if you are doing these hard sell posts and using these words, even if you put 10% off in a photo, they can read that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, their technology can go through and they can see words inside images, and they'll start blocking you. And in time, they will block all of your posts from your followers, and they will never see it unless they go to your page specifically. And not a lot of people do that. You know, so you're trying to connect with these people in their Facebook space, not in yours, if that makes sense. But yeah, don't try and sell because Facebook deems it cheating, and you're not going to accomplish anything.
Mm-hmm.
So building an audience, the thing that I want you to really pay attention to is not focusing on likes. It's good to have engagements. It's good to have likes, but building an audience is going to be way more important.
Mm-hmm.
If you have 5 people following you and they all like it, well, that's not going to help you very much. But if you can start building, kind of like we were saying, you know, connect with people and start growing that audience organically, the engagements are going to come.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't have to, you don't want to just focus on,
I gotta
oh,
get the
geez,
likes. I gotta get the likes.
yeah, this was a terrible post. Nobody liked it. Well, it just doesn't work that way.
Mm-mm.
So let everybody else know that you're on Facebook, that you have a business page. So people in the office, put links, got to put a link on your website,
Mm-hmm.
put a link, you know, if you have, like in your personal Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually go in and you can invite your friends to like the page. Put a Facebook link in
May
a,
seem awkward, but
yeah, it's not though, because
Yeah.
they happen all the time. And a lot of your friends and current clients, they're going to want to
Mhm.
like your page. It's just kind of it's helping you out, but it's also informational. So that's such an easy one. And then, you know, put a link in your email signature, or print materials. I already said
Email.
invite friends.
Yeah.
So
send out a dedicated email to your current email marketing list, letting them know, hey, we're on Facebook now. Find us there, like us, share us, follow us, all those good things. Those are great ways to let people know. And then as you build that audience, you're getting that information out there and keeping it in front of people. And then when they need it, when the time comes, you'll be the top of their mind.
Yep.
Because it's been rolling through their feed. So, and then also have your staff, anyone in your office, follow your business page and have them share those posts on their own page.
Mhm.
On
but
their
not
own-
everyone.
No.
Like we've seen people who they share their own post all the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
But definitely share a couple of posts here and there.
Yeah. And then finally, if you've got questions, I think we're going to do a Q&A here. If anyone has
Yeah,
questions.
if anyone has questions, and there's our information. Like I said, if you want this presentation, think we can make room. We
Yeah.
can all squeeze in.
There we go.
There we go.
Perfect. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me see if any, if you have anything in the chat. If you have any questions, you can put it into the Q&A. And Travis and April will be happy to help you out. But, you know, definitely, like they went through, Facebook is, you know, what everyone's looking at right now, just because of COVID and, you know, lockdown and, you know, not really been able to go out and about. I know one elderly lady, she has not been out of the house since March 1st. And it's now what, July
16th.
15th, 16th, whatever. So that's a long time. When, you know, we're in a society that before COVID, you know, it was, you know, everyone was busy, even seniors and that would just going out to the concerts and different things like that, and or going and visiting with family. So people are on Facebook. So a way to communicate with individuals is creating your own business Facebook account. And definitely, Travis and April, if you have any questions, give them a call. The number is right there on the screen. It is 402-788-2896. And give them a call today, and they can help you out, whether you don't have a Facebook page for business, or if you do have one and need some help with, you know, kind of dressing it up and getting it spiced up so you have people looking at your page all the time, they'd be happy to help you out as well too. So any stage of the game where you're at for Facebook, they're here to help you out. So.
And just to kind of put it too in perspective, some of our clients see as much as 30% of their web traffic is coming from Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a pretty big audience. That's a big number.
It is.
And it does pay off. So it's a great way to really focus in on who your prospect is. You can target them by age, by you know, all kinds of different demographics. So it is well worth your time to get in there and do some work in it.
And if you guys are interested in, I know we showed the example of that content calendar, the monthly planning calendar. If you're interested in having a copy of that, give us a call, shoot us an email, head to our website, fill out the contact form, and we can send you that blank planning calendar so that you can make use of it too.
You know what we could do? The people have registered. We can. We'll give you the email addresses, and then you can send that out to the individuals. So yeah, that'd be perfect. So yeah, so kind of look for an email from Transformation Marketing, and with that, and again, give them a call, because Facebook, if you want leads, Facebook is where it's at right now. So I don't see anything in the Q&A or the chat here. So
we must have covered it all.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Good.
That's good. Also, you know, give us a call here at Senior Insurance Marketing, 877-800-3080 if you have any questions on Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage, cost plans, life annuities, dental, vision, cancer, heart attack, and stroke. Pretty much we cover it all. And we'll be happy to help you out so you can help your clients out. And basically, we're here to help you grow your business as well. So take care, everyone. And Travis and April, thanks for showing how Facebook can be very valuable to gain leads for your business. So again, thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
I'm happy to do it.
Good. Well, take care, everyone, and have a great day. And be sure to give Transformation Marketing a call, or give us a call here at Senior Insurance Marketing. We'll be happy to help you out as well too. So take care, everyone. Have a great day.